Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway in Southern California. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. He's on his way. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. In motion is Hardy. And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward. Oh, that is well read defensively. A great job of setting the edge, and that little touch pass is going to turn into a loss. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. Throwing now is Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I can see Morgan trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the 3-0 lead apparently not good enough. They're going to go with the onside kick. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Go.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he'll work down inside the 45.
Go.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Herbert. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Herbert now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. And that's going to be incomplete.
Had no command that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. Allen going to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
There are not many times where you might say it's a detriment to have a quarterback with a cannon for an arm, but this might be one of those few times. He just laid that one out there a bit too far, and his receiver couldn't run under it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. In motion right is Davis. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. On the move past the 40. Down the right sideline. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 47 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. He's got it, and now it's a 10-0 lead here in the opening quarter. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern a little bit. Whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Herbert off of play action. On the move to his left. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Allen maybe with a free play. A quick throw into the hands of Hardy. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they don't even need to run a 2nd down play. Give them the 1st.
And typically when we see this jumping, isn't it usually 3rd down, 4th down? They got them on 2nd down. I think that's a lack of discipline.
10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2 as they go to work on a 1st and goal. This on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, a 6-yard touchdown run. And his guys now an extra point away from We are about 10 miles or so southwest of downtown Los Angeles at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams and their Southern California rivals, the Los Angeles Chargers. We are just about ready. Cameron Dicker has the honors, and we are underway here at SoFi. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1.
Because his primary job is defending against the pass, you often see a quarterback making tackles in the backfield. But he's playing run all the way here.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. This caught left side by the tight end Parham. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 2 yards. That sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Herbert. He'll buy some time right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Justin Herbert, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Across the 25. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Williams going to get it again on second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Here's third down and 4. Here's Stafford. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. And he is going to have a Rams first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one. Wound up hitting him for a first down.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Stafford now to throw. Screen play set up for Williams. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Here's Stafford. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So now Stafford and the Rams, after the sack, they're staring up at a 3rd and long. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Under pressure, they got him again. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Davis now to return it. And that one a 55-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside. Second and 5 from the 8.
They run it again with Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Stafford. And this is going to be intercepted.
The defense looked geared up to stop the run, but obviously, Charles, they were ready for the pass, too.
Yeah, they were hoping they could catch everyone crashing and playing the run, but that was a very ill-advised throw right there. The opportunity, lost.
The Charger drive about to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. And mark him down. At the 39. 39 yards there, a big one.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has 2 options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 25-yard line. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the 1st down and then some.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw there complete to Allen.
And out of bounds right around the 20. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
On 1st down, it's Herbert.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Herbert back to the air. And he's got his man on the out route. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler.
And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the 1st down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Yo, what up?
Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This a 27-yard attempt here. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. 10-0 is our score as we get started again on EA Sports. Certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And the play goes nowhere, losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Once more, here's Eckler. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Let's go, let's go.
They snap it to Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams. Now they'll toss it out right to Williams. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That is caught. It's Williams. Touchdown, Rams. Kyron Williams. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Rams have cut it back within a score. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, the tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle with Eckler. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. So no gain on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Fucking pay attention already, retard. Fuck, making this game last forever.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 21. Eckler now between the tackles. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Herbert off of play action. And this is caught. He's got a touchdown. Gerald Everett from 13 yards out. And the Chargers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking in an onside kick situation.
You suck.
New game now.
They don't lie. Back to throw. Stafford. Forced out to his left. And this one too low.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that. And they force another incompletion.
Quit already, quit already, quit. Yo, what's good?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a play fake and it's Stafford. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray in there again for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. before they can get the punt away whistles as we've come to the end of the third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter.
Come on already.
They're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They snap it to Stafford. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Derwin James with a pick. Down the left sideline. A great pick. Nice return. Inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero. But we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off anymore. Bring it back, get the yardage, and really help out your offense.
Let's go.
And they'll try the option on first and goal. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Justin Herbert keeping it himself from a yard out. And the Chargers have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
To throw is Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here comes the Rams punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Here's James returning. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And this offense set up with a very short field. 1st and 10 inside the 20. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. On the give, this is Eckler. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Real it.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. But just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, the running crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Stafford. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simply a merciless pass rush every step of the game, and that rush earns a crowning achievement there.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Charger offense set to take over in this battle for L.A. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And quickly, they get to the line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give, Eckler running to the right. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defense at front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. It's Eckler again. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
Set.
This is a counter play. Eckler able to slither by. The tackle there by John Johnson. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively.
So fuck's your problem? Don't you want to end the game, you retard?
Run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 6. A handoff, it's Eckler, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Hey, easy. We'll go forward. Go, hey, go. Crowd right. Ready.
Play action. It's Herbert rolling to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Herbert off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Nick Vanette, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Ready.
The Rams offense ready for their drive here against their L.A. brethren. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Cooper Kupp. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp, an even 90 yards. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Marr on for the extra point. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. From his end zone, here's Darius Davis. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
On Herbert, his third interception. John Johnson with the INT. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line.
Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.